Hi, this is Pat Fenner here. Welcome to Homeschool Freedom Fridays again, where we're doing another video in the Homeschool Video Challenge series by Laura, hosted by Laura. And this week's question is, what's this week's? Oh, how we homeschool and why we think it's the best way to do it. And hey, I'm going to tell you right up the top, I am not here to diss any one method. In general terms, I know that there are quite a few methods that haven't worked for us, or that we've used to to a different extent over the years with different kids. But I do want to say that right now, what we're doing, the format we're using, is just been working wonderfully, and we love it. It's not doesn't fit in the typical, and I've given this some thought for the past couple of weeks of what to call it, because it doesn't fit into the typical unschooling, the typical eclectic descriptions, although it's very close to that. But what I've settled on is calling it breakthrough homeschooling, and the reason I'm doing that is because it breaks through typical or stereotypical, I guess I should say, definitions of homeschooling methods. We use more and more, we're using more technology in our homeschool, which is working out well, because I'm finding as we're graduating our kids and getting them through into college, I'm discovering that that's really a helpful tool for them. They're using that a lot in higher ed. As our kids also are entering the workforce, I'm seeing that even with different jobs that they're becoming a part of or getting involved in, there's a greater use of technology. That's a no-brainer, of course, that makes sense. But so I'm finding that that's a good tool to use in our homeschooling. We kind of base how our format on not only our children's learning styles, but also their interests and what resources we have. And that's why it kind of breaks through the typical, typical format, perhaps, of learning, doing a different study. So, for example, for biology, sciences, we may use a textbook as a reference point for some things. We may even use what I often use a scope and sequence series that I have from Encyclopedia Britannica to cover what we want to cover that year. But then we'll also pull in maybe for a certain subject or a certain aspect of biology, we'll pull in a online class, or we'll do something, Khan Academy video or things like that. Maybe a unit study on a certain aspect. So it pulls in a lot of different formats. So it's working really well for our kids. I'm very pleased with it. I am kind of struggling with trying to give it a clear description so that others would be able to use that as well. But then again, I don't like being identified by a label. So anyway, I'm exploring this whole breakthrough homeschooling, and I have to put a little ad in here for a website that I'm rebranding our website starting October 1st and calling it Breakthrough Homeschooling. So you can actually head over there right now. We're still in the process of working things out and getting the details, but I hope you'll be patient with me. But you can sign up over on that website, breakthroughhomeschooling.com, and get information as it develops, but it will be officially open October 1st. So come explore that with me. What does homeschooling look like in your family? How are you doing things differently, especially if you've been homeschooling for a number of years? I'm sure that you're finding your earlier years are not looking quite the same as maybe more recent years. And of course, depending on your kids' learning styles and all those other things that we have to keep in mind. So yeah, so that's kind of how I would describe our homeschooling. It's breakthrough homeschooling. It's different and unique to each child. It's unique to subject as well as their interests. So it's kind of a fun way it's definitely a fun and creative way to learn. I'm learning as much as the kids are most days. So anyway, so thanks for stopping by Homeschool Freedom Fridays. I hope you will take a look at some of the other videos that the other bloggers that are involved in this homeschool video challenge are doing. I'll put the link to that below. And don't forget to just subscribe here too to our channel so that you will not miss a Homeschool Freedom Friday post. So have a great weekend. May your homeschool be rocking, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.